Hello Cancer, this is Teresa. Welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to read your December Love TarotScope. And before I do that, I'm going to ring the bells and call in some good energy for this reading. And thank you. Before I start your reading, I want to just say thank you everyone who's been watching my channel, subscribing, commenting, and thank you for anyone who has ordered a tarot reading. It's my pleasure to serve. So, before we get into December, what does Cancer need to know about their love life in December 2016? What's coming up for Cancer in love and life? What is happening? What does Cancer need to know about love in December? May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. What does Cancer need to know? What's coming up in December? The Six of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Empress, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you have a little bit of mental stress in December. Indecision. But you have good cards. The Six of Swords represents moving away from difficulty, moving away from a challenging situation. So if you've been navigating a difficult situation recently, where you may feel that you're afraid to make a decision about a relationship. You may feel like you want to move away from someone and move on to something better. But you're at this standoff. It's like with the Two of Swords, you're not really communicating your needs. You're kind of hoping that the other person reads your mind and knows what you need. And that never works. You know, if you want something, you have to speak up. You have to lay your cards on the table. You can't expect someone to know what you need and just give it to you. And a lot of times people do that. They go, well, if he loved me or she loved me, she would know what I need. Or he would know what I need. I don't have to ask. I shouldn't have to ask. And then they get pissed off because they're not getting their needs met. Well, you have to ask. You have to have... So this is a card also about having some difficult conversations. Communication can help you navigate through a difficult situation. So if you're having some problems with someone, if you're maybe you've had an argument and you're both kind of waiting for the other person to break the ice, like neither one wants to break the ice. That can be the Two of Swords also, where you're waiting for the other person to let their guard down. You don't want to let your guard down. You know, because Cancers are very self-protective. They're afraid to be vulnerable. They have that tough outer shell. And it's because they don't want people to know how sensitive they are on the inside. Or how, you know, their feelings are very sensitive and tender. So they put up this tough exterior so that they won't be getting hurt. But you need to have a difficult conversation. And that will make things better because you've got some good cards coming up here. In any case, you're going to be moving away from troubles and mental stress in December. The Eight of Pentacles is in your past, so you may have recently started something new, either a new career path or a new relationship. And it maybe you're just thinking about letting go of a relationship. Or it could also mean that you're on this new career path. Sometimes the Eight of Pentacles is the apprentice card. So it usually comes up when you've started something and you're at the beginning stages of learning. So you might be learning a new skill on the job, and it's going to lead to more financial security. But you're at the beginning stages, so you may not see the results right away, but you will in the future. It's just that you haven't in the recent past. And here you have the Queen of Pentacles. This could represent someone that you're involved in, someone who's very involved with security. It could be an earth sign. It could be someone who's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And or it could actually represent qualities within you that you may sometimes doubt your talents, or you may feel a little bit insecure about your abilities. So even though you're learning new skills and you're on a new path, you're thinking, well, am I really good enough? Can I really do this? And the answer is yes. You can achieve your dream. You have the Star card and the Empress in the future. The Star and the Empress are great cards. The Star card is a dream fulfilled, wish fulfillment. The Star card is a card of hope. Card of hope. When the Star comes up in a reading, it usually means that there's hope. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop don't stop working toward a dream, because you have the potential to achieve it. The Empress card usually is a harvest card. It's a great mother card. So if you're wanting to have a family or children, there's a potential for that. Because Cancer, loves children. They love family and home, and nothing is more important to them than to be surrounded by children, to have a home, to be able to feed their loved ones and create that nest. And you have the potential to do that. The only thing that's standing in your way is your shell. You're putting up a wall, and people can't get through to you. You're pushing people away. You're giving people the impression that you're not approachable. You're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to show the real, the tender side. You have to show your tender side, and that will help make things better. Because sometimes if you keep that tough shell up all the time, people get the wrong idea, and they just leave you alone. They think you don't want to be bothered. You have an interesting card here, the Six of Cups. And this is in your negative thinking or your fear sector. The Six of Cups represents healing from the past. Sixes, as a rule, represent harmony. And you have 2 sixes in this reading. So you are moving toward greater harmony. The Six of Cups is a healing from the past card. You might connect with someone from the past, and maybe you're afraid to get involved because you're afraid that the same issues that drove you apart in the past will be dealt with again. It could also mean learning from the past and moving toward the future with that knowledge and making the future better based on what you've learned in the past. But I have a feeling that you might be revisiting an old relationship with someone, because you have the Nine of Wands here and the Seven of Pentacles, and you're kind of wondering if this relationship or this situation is going to go anywhere. Maybe you're starting again with someone, but you're a little bit confused about, this Knight of Swords. You might be thinking about someone who can be a little bit selfish at times and insensitive, and you're not sure if you want to get involved. This can also mean a quick departure, so it's possible that you might have broken up with someone who was, maybe it was like a hasty decision. Someone just jumped into something without thinking, and now maybe they're sorry about it and they want to come back. Because I feel like you're going to be meeting someone from the past that wants to try again. Because of the Six of Cups. And also the Nine of Wands. This is a card of defending your position. So you may feel that you have to stand up for yourself and defend yourself. This person could have some strong energy and maybe some bullying type energy, or at least belligerent. They like to argue. And you might feel a little intimidated of speaking up around them. But you need to speak up and you need to resolve it. But you have the potential to resolve it because you have the Star and the Empress here. So you can resolve it, and you can create greater harmony for the future. You just have to be able to communicate. You have to have a difficult conversation. And try not to argue. But try to have, lay your cards out on the table. Just be honest about what you need and what you expect in the relationship. And I think that you can make things work. But it's not going to happen unless you fight for it. Because the Nine of Wands is a card of, it could sometimes mean timidity, like you're afraid to fight for your rights. But it can also mean that you've been struggling with something for a long time and you're thinking about, like, well, maybe I need to just quit. But the Nine of Wands says, if you just keep trying just a little bit longer, you can achieve your goal. Don't give up. It's a card of saying don't give up. Even though things may seem difficult, you are going to move. Things are changing. And you are going to move into something more into a more harmonious cycle. But it's not going to, you have to, it'll involve communication. You're going to have difficult conversations where you can express your feelings and express your vulnerability and express what you need. And I think then you can create something better based on everything that you've learned from your mistakes in the past. So don't give up on a relationship. You can work through it. And don't be afraid to speak your mind and to stand up for what you believe in and to stand up for what you want in the relationship. Because you have this potential. The Star and the Empress, those are harvest cards. Those are success cards. The Empress is a success and a harvest card. The Star is a dream, the potential to achieve a dream. If you keep working at it, if you don't quit, if you hold on to that vision. The thing with the Star is it doesn't happen overnight. It's not an easy overnight success. It's something where you have to work at it. So I get the feeling like if there's a relationship that's really important to you, you have to work at it. You have to put the work in. It's not going to be like, oh, we met and we lived happily ever after. It's going to be where there'll be conflict, there'll be struggles, but you can get through it. And you can make things better. And if it's a career situation, it's the same thing. You're on a new path. You just have to pay your dues. You have to go through the trials and learn what you need to learn and get the experience, and eventually it will pay off. But the Star card usually represents something that happens in the future. So there's like a waiting period. It's not something that's like the near future. It's more longer future. It's like the reward for hard work and the reward for hanging in there. So you will get your reward eventually. And there's that potential. So if you want to save a relationship, you can do it. And if you want to improve a situation, you can do it. Whether it's career or relationship, you just have to hang in there and do the work. And also speak up about what you need. That's critical. You have to speak up and let people know what you need. And then I see you being very successful. You can achieve that goal. So Cancer, thank you. This is my message for December. And I wish you luck and love and success and happy holidays if you're celebrating. And I will talk to you again. Thank you in January. Okay, bye now.